guitar seems to be one of the main instruments, but there are also other instruments there. The wind instruments come in, and it's nice. It's nice, very mellow, gentle music. It just is great to listen to while you're chilling out, relaxing, unwinding after work. This is great music to listen to unwind to. It's just there, and it's just amazing. Great, of course, great skill of these musicians is there. It's quite refined. Having heard a lot of music, when you're hearing skilled musicians, and this is definitely some skilled musicians here in this orchestra, the Mahavishnu Orchestra. Wow, definitely nice, good selection. The first song that we heard of Martin, of Nat King Cole, and now the Mahavishnu Orchestra, just the music, but wow, so amazing.
I couldn't wait to react to Mahavishnu Orchestra. It's been a really, really long time that we last heard them, reacted to them, John McLaughlin and the Mahavishnu Orchestra. So I was eagerly waiting when I saw this request this month because we had to get back to them and we had to remind ourselves what kind of music they make. This track is titled as Dawn, and it has that power. Certain artists, when you've already had experience of listening to them, you know what to expect and what they can do, how they can do things and all. So when such artists you're reacting to, at least for me, I know when they are taking their time to build things up, there's something amazing going to happen, and you're anxiously waiting, or your anticipation is becoming more and more of what's about to happen, and you're going to be taken into a world that you've not discovered before, and you will be getting all the different experiences and all. This was beautiful. The way it just opens up, the way layer by layer, instrument by instrument they come. Somewhere while listening to these tracks, you want to pick your favorite. Do I like the drummer more because he's doing all the right kind of things, like the drummer did in this one? Then you say, no, but the violinist, he's doing a phenomenal job as well. How can you be unfair to the violinist? And then there is a piano keys that are just tinkling, just coming and then going away, fading away literally into the mist or something like that, and then the whole primary guitar tune that was to top it all. This was like a spread for you to pick and choose and for you to take into that mood. I was reading the thumbnail and it was inner mounting flame. It definitely has that ascending thing and then descending thing. So ascending slowly, and then they reach towards the peak, and then they slowly also bring you down. It's very important when we approach art, when we approach therapeutic art, like this one is therapeutic. Mahavishnu Orchestra has always been, in my opinion that is, and in my maybe amateur opinion you can say, but it has been therapeutic music. Whenever I listen to them, their music works as a therapy. And when in a therapy you take someone to a certain experience, you take that person to a high, you also have to get that same person low at the normal level and then let them go. So I like that integration that they beautifully play towards the end. So it's the intro, it's the peak, and then the outro for you to again get back to normal, and you rekindle what all you experienced through the song and then get out of it. That is where it works better. You should never leave somebody high and then just leave them, because that becomes insanity. So I like how they maneuver their music. This oddly reminded me of, I don't know if other people who listen to music this intimately will also agree, of the Peanuts, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown tracks. They used to also have a lot of things going on, piano and some jazzy tunes also and things like that. Some horns and saxophone, I think, if I remember it. And then violin and things like that. So it was a little bit odd resemblance to Peanuts as well. I don't know how that happened, but it happened only in this track, only in Dawn. This was amazing to react to. This was an experience, literal experience. Thank you, Martin, for requesting this song.